if you're OPEC Plus, you're basically wrestling on the one hand with oil risks from the trade war, possibly hurting demand, but you're also dealing with the Middle East conflict. So what should the message from OPEC Plus to the world be?
I think many of the key Middle East OPEC members responded to these threats carefully and responsibly. They have reassured the markets that if there was a problem of lack of oil supply, they will be there to reply to the requests of the customers. This is, I would expect, this position is reconfirmed, reiterated. But the second one, which is, I think, of crucial importance, is what happened a few days ago in Strait of Hormuz, closest Strait of Hormuz. I see this as a major threat to global energy security, with possible implications for the Middle East countries, key producers there, but more importantly, in Asian countries such as China, such as India, Japan, Korea, and it is not only oil. According to our numbers, about 18 million barrels per day of oil daily flows from this strait, which is about 1/3 of the oil traded. And second, the LNG, 1/3 of the LNG goes through the straits. So therefore, I would suggest that the producers also look at this security issue as one of the key items on the table.
Okay, but Fatih, so if you're OPEC Plus, right, do they need next week when they meet to say that they're ready to renew this deal to restrain oil supplies, whilst at the same time acknowledging that there's so many uncertainties that they could reverse policy quite quickly?
So first of all, we expect that the oil demand growth will be still healthy, despite the expected slowdown of the global economy for different reasons, still above 1 million barrels per day. We will still need oil to come to the markets, but we also need oil prices, which will support the new investments in the key producing countries. So the current price levels, about $65 and above, are, I think, good enough to provide new investments and in line with to support the growth of the global economy, even though it is still slow. So my expectation is from that meeting, from the meeting of the producers, two things. One, continue to act responsibly, bring oil as much as needed to the markets, but at the same time, keep an eye on the oil security issue, especially the related ones in the Strait of Hormuz and beyond.
Mr. Birol, very quickly here, it is typical that I would ask you the state of the cartel. Let me ask you the state of big oil. Just as one example, Carl Icahn is going after Occidental Petroleum in America on the Anadarko transaction. Where is big oil in 5 years?
Big oil is still moving strongly. They have a few challenges in front of them to identify new locations to put money to bring more profits. One of them is, as we all know, the more and more big oil companies are interested in the shale oil and gas in United States, eating up the small ones, if I may say so. The second challenge they are facing, some of them, especially the ones in Europe and some in the United States, dealing with the consequences of oil use for climate change, the pressure from the stakeholders. And I would say these are the two major preoccupations of the executives of the international oil companies. But I do not see an immediate threat in both cases for profits and the others for the IOCs as we speak now. But there are challenges looming ahead.